Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be talking about frogs and the life cycle of the frog. So just like the life cycle of the butterfly, frogs start out as eggs. And frogs lay lots and lots of eggs, and they form a group, and they're found in the water. Now, out of the egg comes a little tadpole. He almost looks like a little fish. See him? And they swim around in the water. And as time goes by, their tail gets shorter and they start to grow legs. First they grow their back legs and then they grow their front legs. And that's called a froglet. Now eventually, the tail almost disappears and his legs get bigger and stronger and he becomes a frog. And now the frog can live both in the water and on the land. Okay, so now let's learn some other things about frogs. What do we know about frogs? Okay, we know that frogs make a silly sound. Can everybody go ribbit, ribbit? Okay, so let's look over here. They can do more than just jump. Let me see. Can everybody jump like a frog? Go on all four legs and go ribbit. Okay, now let's see here. Number 1, it says ribbit, ribbit. What can frogs do? Frogs can catch. What do they catch? They catch their food on their tongues. They catch bugs on their tongues. Frogs have really long tongues, okay? And they stick them out as far as they can, and they're sticky, and they catch a fly, and they eat it. Let me see, can everybody stick out their tongue and try and catch a fly? And suck it back in. But I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to eat a fly or any kind of bugs. Let's see what else they can do. Number 2, ribbit, ribbit. What can frogs do? Frogs can swim. What about you? Let me see. Can you pretend to swim? Swim like a frog? There you go. Good job. Okay, let's look at number 3. Ribbit, ribbit. What can frogs do? Frogs can climb. What about you? Now, frogs have sticky legs and hands, so let me see you try and climb up a wall. Climb, climb, climb. Great job. Okay, and number 4, ribbit, ribbit. What can frogs do? Frogs can croak. You can too. Let me hear everybody go ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Excellent job. Okay, now we're going to take out our paper and we're going to look at our frogs. And on one side there's frogs and they have numbers on them. On the other side is what's called a lily pad. And on the lily pad there are flies. Okay, so we're going to count the flies and we're going to match it with the number on the frog. So let's look at the first lily pad and let's count the flies. It has 1, 2 flies. Now let's look at our frogs and find the number 2. Where do you think the number 2 is? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Yes, it is. That's the number 2. So we're going to draw a line from here to the number 2. Okay, let's look at the next one. Let's count the flies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's look at the frogs and try and find the number 5. That's right, it's all the way on the bottom. So let's draw a line to the frog. Okay, let's count the next group. There's 1, 2, 3 flies on that one. Now, is this a 3 or is this a 3? That's right, this one is the number 3. So let's draw a line right to that frog. And let's look at our last one. Count along with me. Here we go. How many flies? 1, 2, 3, 4. And here it is. There's the number 4. So let's draw a line from there all the way up to the frog up here. Great job, and keep practicing your numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now, boys and girls, I have a little book here that I'm just going to show you some things about the frog. Here you go. Here's the frog, and here he is laying his little eggs in the pond. Okay. And this is what one egg looks like. Looks like a circle there. Looks a little bit like jelly. But a clump of eggs looks a lot different. You see the jelly with all little black spots. And there they are. Look at them. They're all becoming tadpoles. You see them growing, just like we saw our caterpillars growing. And they get to swim around and wiggle and wiggle. And they have gills so that they can breathe underwater. And there he goes. Look, he's swimming around. And here he is changing. He's starting to look a little bit more like a frog, and he's starting to get legs. See the legs growing? Okay, look at that. They're getting even bigger. And there he is. Now he's actually a froglet. You can see his hands with the fingers, and the tail is getting shorter. His eyes are getting bigger. And there he is. Now he has back legs and front legs. And there he is. Now he's a frog. Okay, look at these legs up close. That's what helps them to swim, the webbing in between. Just like our friend the duck had webbing, the frogs also have webbing between their fingers and their toes. And there he is, a beautiful frog. Now frogs come in different colors too. Not just green or brown. There's red frogs and yellow frogs, all different colors. But today, boys and girls, we are going to make a frog puppet. And he's going to have a very long, silly tongue because he likes to catch what? He likes to catch flies. Okay, so what I need for you to do is I need for you to have some glue. And you should have painted your plate green. And you'll need 2 eyes. And you'll need, how many legs does a frog have? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 2 eyes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our plate and we're going to bend it in half like this. Okay? And then we are going to take our eyes. Now these eyes are actually stickers, but it's not easy to get the backing off. You might need help. So you're going to take the eyes and you're going to stick them right onto the ice. Okay, so peel the sticker. And we're going to put the eyes on there like that. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the red paper and you're going to wrap it around your finger. Wrap it around and around and around, and then let it go. Okay? And we are going to take this like that, and we're going to put a dot of glue right in the middle of our plate. And I'm going to put the tongue right there. Remember, you don't want to use too much glue, okay? And then what we're going to do, we have our 4 legs. So we're going to make 4 dots all around the side of the plate. We're going to do 2 on each side. So 1 there, and 1 here, and then 1 over here, and another one over here. Okay, great. And now you're going to take your legs and stick them on like this. Okay. Your other one's up here. And your last one like that. So on the inside of the plate, you should have glued your 4 legs and your tongue. Now you're going to take your eyes and you're going to fold over a little piece like this, okay? And you're going to do that to the other eye also. Fold it over. And then carefully we're going to close it, but not all the way because it's still drying. And we're going to make 2 lines on top. And we are going to add our eyes like this. Okay, now you can't use it as a puppet yet because you have to let it glue. So you're going to need a little bit of time to let it glue, and then you could play with your frog puppet like this and have him try and catch some flies on his long, sticky tongue.